The Museum in 90 Minutes. I'm reading from this booklet, which is given by the National Museum, New Delhi, to anyone who visits the museum, and you can see the museum on your own in 90 minutes. You can scan these places and you can hear and come to know a little about the history of the place. We finished with the basement, that is from 1 to 16, and now 17 onwards, first floor. We move on to the first floor. So 16 is the coins gallery, where we'll read about the Gupta coins. So first floor gallery, we come to the coins gallery, that is top 16, and in this they've talked about the Gupta coins out here, which are gold coins. Gold coins minted by the Gupta dynasty often depicted political events with artistic finesse and subtlety. Among those featured in this gallery, those of Samudragupta marked the conclusion of his military campaigns with the performance of the Ashwamedha, a Vedic horse sacrifice. Other coins display depictions of the marriage between Chandragupta and Kumara Devi, the Lichavi princess. Gupta monarchs are often depicted on coins in symbol forms: musicians, archers, lion slayers, and horsemen. These have been used to represent rulers. So 17 is the next first floor gallery, in which the stop is 17, shows Tanjore and Mysore paintings. It is marked as the Rama Darbar. And 18 is Girja and Sita Kalyanam, that is 18th century Mysore style painting. So 17, 18, Tanjore and Mysore painting gallery. Stop 17 is Rama Darbar. So there you will find the cloth painting in Tanjore style from the area that is now Tamil Nadu. Depicts a regal Rama and Sita seated upon their thrones and accompanied by Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan, Hanuman, and several nobles and sages. Stop 18, you will find the 18th century Mysore style painting features the nuptials of Shiva and Parvati conducted by Brahma on its right panel. The left panel depicts the sage Vashishta seated at a fire altar conducting the marriage of Rama and Sita. Also, you can see a lot of manuscripts out there. Now look at the second floor layout. So we'll start with stop 19. So this has, stop 19 has coiled serpent effigy jar. In Mexican mythology, the snake is a symbol of veneration, worship, and honor. Often, the snake is also the symbol of great power, rebirth, and resurrection. This effigy jar portrays a coiled serpent in an aggressive and attentive mood. Here, it can be seen that the serpent's head is modeled in high relief with mouth wide open and tooth showing vigilant pose. Stop 20 is the VEMA gallery. V is virtual, E is experiential museum on Ajanta. Virtual experiential museum on Ajanta, VEMA. Really wonderful. Believe me, it's unique. The Virtual Experiential Museum on Ajanta is one of a kind virtual gallery built to provide an immersive experience to the visitors. The gallery was designed and executed by the National Museum team in association with the National Council of Science Museum, NCSM, and IIT Bombay. The VEMA gallery has a plethora of exhibits where a visitor can get to know about the general history of Ajanta, with several interesting facts and details about the fresco paintings depicting stories from the life of the Buddha The gallery is designed to facilitate a visitor to virtually visit the site of Ajanta with the help of immersive experiences and the augmented reality exhibits. The Weimar Gallery has been divided into 4 zones: Introduction Zone, Art Zone, Sculpture Zone, and the Explore Zone. The gallery can be best explored with the help of a digital tablet which is provided by them and an Oculus. Then we have Stop 21 in the second floor galleries, where you have the tribal arts and crafts of Northeast. That is the Seven Sisters, Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland, etc. So here it is you have the Angami youth ceremonial attire and many others. Of course, you'll enjoy it. An Angami youth in ceremonial attire, he wears a heavy fringed waist belt paired with a ceremonial kilt with rows of cowries stitched on it. The warrior youth is shown with a decorated spear in his hand. The mannequin represents the male member of the Angami community, marking social hierarchies and military expertise. So we come to musical instruments, and here we have Saz-e-Kashmir, Stop 22. This gallery is named as Sharan Rani Gallery of Musical Instruments, and here, Stop 22, you will see Saz-e-Kashmir. A string instrument called Saz-e-Kashmir is one of the finest examples of Kashmiri classical music tradition. It has a rounded wood resonator with a bow-shaped striker and a polished cylindrical fingerboard. The resonator is elaborately decorated with ivory ornamentation. The instrument creates a melody used in the Sufiana Kalam of Kashmir, mostly played in accompaniment with the santoor, vasool, tabla, and sitar in Indian musical traditions. So 23 is, you will find a stop. 23rd stop is Mandapa on a home shrine, and the entire thing is the wood carving gallery. The wood carving gallery shows glimpses of India's rich wood carving tradition, and of course there's some from Nepal to Kathmandu we've seen. This piece is a 17th century intricately carved and painted mandapa, like a canopy, from Gujarat, which has a porch-like structure, and it has 3 layers. Right on top it depicts apsaras, the fairies, the celestial fairies are the apsaras. Then followed by on the next tier you have all the musicians, and right down somewhere here inside, I mean when you stand underneath you can watch this, and right here across you will find that there is an animals procession which terminates at a Tirathankara shrine. It's really wonderful. I mean, it's gorgeous. You've got to be there to enjoy it. Then you have 24, 25 and 26, all about the Central Asian antiquities about Buddha. So stop 24 is Buddha with 6 disciples. Stop 24, Buddha with 6 disciples. Here you can see him surprisingly with hair, very unusual. And these turn into 6 disciples. You must go and find out about the story and how they threw away their jewels, etc., which was taken away by somebody, a thief, who also, after listening to what Buddha had to say, he also became his disciple. So very interesting. In the Central Asian Antiquities CAA collection, we find outstanding wall paintings, sculptures, stucco statues, terracotta artifacts, beads, pottery, porcelain objects, painted silk banners, religious and secular documents from different Central Asian sites located along the Silk routes. The Central Asian Antiquities collection comprises more than 12,000 objects dating roughly from 3rd century to 12th century CE, excavated, explored, and collected by Sir Mark Aurelstein during 3 major expeditions carried out by him to Chinese Turkestan in early 12th century CE, constituting of 3 halls. In hall number 1, besides many exemplary exhibits such as Lady Horse Rider, Griffin, figure of double-humped camel, Fuhsi and Nuwa silk banner, pilgrim's bottle, from different Central Asian sites, we find here a fragment of wall painting from a stupa in Miran, an oasis town in the western Chinese province of Xinjiang, dating from the 3rd or 4th century CE, depicts the uh, 3rd or 4th century CE depicts the conversation of the 6 Shakya princes. So they were converts, they got converted. These were the Shakya princes. Then we come to stop 25. So stop 25, 1000 Buddha painting. Fragment of an embroidered banner from Dunhuang belonging to 9th or 10th century CE shows 1000 Buddhas. The extant border exhibits the donors. The banner is embroidered with silk threads using chain stitch technique generally used in Kashmiri embroideries. The scene depicts the miracle of Sravasti, wherein Buddha performs 2 miracles on being challenged by 6 teachers of Rajgriha. Then you have stop 26, Pranidhi scene, CAA Hall 3, that is Central Asian Antiquities Hall 3, displays the prized collection of wall paintings exclusively from the site of Bezeklik of China, also known as 1000 Buddha Caves, dating from the 5th to 14th century CE. Among the most beautiful murals are the 8 scenes highlighting the different contours of Buddhist art and Buddhist themes. This mural belongs to 8th or 9th century CE from the Bezeklik, depicts the Pranidhi scene, or the large-sized painting depicting Sakyamuni's promise of Pranidhi from his past life. There is a separate section for the Museum of Buddhist Art. Originated in India, life events of Buddha, originated in India more than 2500 years ago and practiced by over 500 million followers in more than 90 countries. Buddhism is one of the world's largest religions today. Based on Lord Buddha's profound message of compassion and self-discipline, Buddhism is a path of spiritual development and way of life that takes an individual on his journey of enlightenment. Over many centuries, kings, priests, monks, teachers, traders, artists, and other disseminated and transformed Buddhism into a world religion. Buddhism is also a resilient foundation to India's centuries-old cultural links to various Asian countries. The influence of Buddhism is prominent in Indian art and architecture. The 4 lions of the Ashoka pillar, as India's national emblem, philosophically and symbolically represents the 4 noble truths of Buddhism. Look at that. So this permanent exhibition is spread over 9 halls and traces the life of Lord Buddha, his teachings, and the evolution of Buddhist philosophy and arts over more than 1,000 years. The exhibition showcases Buddhist art through the significance of jatakas, that is, stories, Buddhist symbols, and bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas are the representation of the Buddhist deities, scroll paintings, and the spread of Buddhism across Asia. The exhibition also displays the sacred relics of Buddha. So here we see the exhibition displays the sacred relics of Buddha excavated from Piprahwa, Uttar Pradesh. The exhibition provides a unique opportunity to the visitor to understand and appreciate more than 2,000 years old rich Buddhist cultural heritage in India, its evolution, spread, and transnational cultural synthesis over centuries. We now find ourselves in the Gallery of Buddhist Art, which features one of the most important items in the National Museum collection, relics of Lord Buddha. Upon the Mahaparinirvana of Buddha at Kushinagar, his cremated remains were distributed among 8 kingdoms. Excavations conducted by the Archaeological Survey of India (ASI) from 1971 to 1977 in Piprawa, Uttar Pradesh, resulted in discovery of 2 soapstone caskets containing bone relics. These relics are believed to be the sacred remains of Gautam Buddha. So, the museum in quick 90 minutes from one gallery to another, from one stop to another. You will enjoy it.